Every year, thousands of seniors suffer a stroke not while exercising or driving, but quietly, in one of the most private places in their home, the shower. The scary part? It often happens without warning. No chest pain, no collapse, just a wave of dizziness or confusion, followed by damage that could have been prevented. Most people think of strokes as random or unavoidable, but research shows there are patterns, and your daily bathing routine might be one of the most overlooked triggers. Today on Golden Aging Health, we're uncovering 3 hidden dangers in your shower routine that could quietly increase your stroke risk after 60. These risks are easy to miss, but with a few simple changes, you can make your bathroom a safer place for your brain and your body. If you or someone you love is over 60, this might be one of the most important videos you watch this week. Before we dive in, be sure to like and subscribe to Golden Aging Health, where we share practical, science-backed health tips designed for smarter, safer aging. Now let's look at the first hidden danger zone that involves your head and neck, and could quietly raise your stroke risk every time you wash your hair. Bathing danger number 1. Dangerous neck position. While washing hair. Tilt your head back to rinse your hair and suddenly feel dizzy or off balance? That small motion could be putting serious strain on the arteries leading to your brain. This may sound harmless, but for seniors over 60, extreme neck extension in the shower can trigger a dangerous event known as vertebral artery compression. The vertebral arteries run through your neck and supply blood to the back part of your brain responsible for balance, coordination, and vision. When the neck is tilted too far back, especially in older adults with stiff arteries or arthritis, blood flow can be temporarily reduced or even blocked. You may not feel anything more than a little lightheaded, or you might suddenly lose balance or vision and think it's just from the water. A case review published in Stroke Journal documented several instances of what doctors now call beauty parlor stroke syndrome, where extreme neck positioning during hair washing led to ischemic stroke, especially in people over 60. And while that term was first used for salon sinks, the same risk applies when rinsing your hair at home under a strong showerhead. Take Gladys, age 75, from New York. She had arthritis in her neck but didn't think twice about tipping her head back in the shower. One morning, after rinsing her shampoo, she felt a wave of dizziness, stumbled, and grabbed the curtain for support. Her daughter insisted she see a neurologist. The scan showed narrowing in her vertebral artery, putting her at high risk for stroke with any neck strain. So how can you protect yourself? First, avoid leaning your head fully backward in the shower. Instead, keep your chin closer to level and let water fall gently over the side of your head. Use a handheld showerhead if possible, or tilt forward instead of back. And if you ever feel dizzy, blurred, or imbalanced during or right after rinsing your hair, step out and rest. Still tilting your head back out of habit? It might be time to make a small adjustment that protects your balance and your brain. Share your experience in the comments and type neck below if you're ready to make your shower routine stroke safe. Coming up next, we'll uncover a second danger that builds quietly overnight and strikes hardest when you skip one simple step before stepping into the shower. Bathing danger number 2. Dehydration, before or after showering. Waking up and heading straight to the shower without drinking water? That seemingly harmless habit could quietly put your brain at risk, especially after 60. Most seniors are already slightly dehydrated when they wake up. After 7 or 8 hours without fluids, your blood becomes more concentrated and thicker. This makes it harder for your heart to pump it efficiently, especially to the brain. Then, when you step into a hot shower, the heat causes your body to sweat and blood vessels to dilate, lowering blood pressure even further. That combination, dehydration, heat, and a sudden drop in pressure, can reduce blood flow to the brain, just enough to trigger a transient ischemic attack, or worse, a full ischemic stroke. According to a study published in the American Journal of Medicine, dehydration in older adults is strongly linked to reduced cerebral perfusion, which means the brain isn't getting the blood and oxygen it needs. This can lead to dizziness, mental fog, sudden weakness, or even collapse, and it often starts during the morning shower routine when the body is most vulnerable. Let me share a case that I will always remember. Tom, 79 years old, from Arizona. He liked to jump in the shower first thing in the morning, no breakfast, no water, just steam and soap. One morning, after about 10 minutes under hot water, he stepped out and couldn't remember where he put his towel. He stared at the floor, dazed. His wife found him confused and pale, leaning against the sink. At the hospital, doctors confirmed he'd suffered a minor stroke. The cause? Dehydration and a rapid drop in blood pressure triggered by the hot shower. These events are more common than most people realized and yet easily preventable. Here's what you can do. As soon as you wake up, drink a glass of water before coffee, before showering. This helps replenish the fluids lost overnight and thins your blood just enough to keep it moving smoothly through your brain. In the shower, avoid very hot water. Stick to warm or lukewarm temperatures and limit your time under the steam to 5 to 7 minutes. If you're sweating or the bathroom feels too hot, open a window or door to let heat escape. After you shower, drink another small glass of water, especially if you feel dry, lightheaded, or unusually fatigued. These simple habits can dramatically lower your stroke risk without medication just by adjusting what you do in the first 15 minutes of your day. If this video gave you something useful, please give it a like and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a health tip that could protect you or someone you love. And feel free to share it because sometimes a simple video can help save a life. Finally, let's move to one last hidden danger zone that lurks in the steam and heat, quietly lowering your blood pressure, disrupting blood flow to your brain, and increasing your stroke risk before you even finish your shower. Bathing danger number 3. Sudden drop in blood pressure from hot showers. Feel dizzy after a hot shower even just for a second? That brief moment might be your brain's only chance to sound the alarm before something far more serious happens. For many seniors, a hot shower is part of a comforting daily routine. It feels good. It relaxes the body. But what most people over 60 don't realize is that this simple habit can silently trigger a dangerous drop in blood pressure, especially in the early morning, when the body is most vulnerable. Here's why. Hot water causes the blood vessels near your skin to dilate. That's why you feel warm, flushed, and relaxed. In a younger, more resilient body, this effect is usually harmless. But in older adults, particularly those with hypertension, circulation issues, or heart conditions, this sudden expansion of the blood vessels can cause blood pressure to plummet. When your blood pressure drops too quickly, the brain doesn't get enough oxygen. This condition is called postural hypotension, and it's more common than you think. It can leave you feeling dizzy, off balance, disoriented, or even knock you unconscious. And if this happens in a slippery shower, the risk of falling or suffering a stroke goes up dramatically. A 2020 study in the Journal of Geriatric Cardiology found that seniors exposed to abrupt heat changes, especially in the bathroom, were significantly more likely to experience these dangerous dips in blood pressure. The risk increases further if you're already slightly dehydrated or if you move too quickly after bathing. And this is exactly what happened to Irene, 76 years old, from Colorado. She loved her long, steamy showers, especially during the winter. Over several weeks, she started feeling slightly dizzy after stepping out of the tub. She thought it was just her age. Then, one morning, after a typical 15-minute hot shower, She collapsed on the bathroom floor. Her daughter, who was visiting, found her confused and weak, slumped near the sink. At the hospital, doctors confirmed a minor ischemic stroke, most likely triggered by that sudden, dangerous drop in blood pressure. Irene didn't feel any sharp pain. There was no sudden numbness or dramatic symptom, just a wave of dizziness and confusion, and then the damage was done. So, what can you do? Start by lowering your shower temperature. Stick with warm, not hot water, especially if you're showering first thing in the morning. Keep the bathroom ventilated to reduce steam buildup. Limit your shower time to 5–10 minutes. And when you finish, don't rush out into a cold hallway. Dry off slowly, and give your body a few moments to adjust. If you struggle with balance, consider using a non-slip mat, a grab bar, or a shower stool to reduce fall risk. If this has ever happened to you, even on scene, stay silent. Share your story in the comments. It could be the warning that helps someone else avoid a stroke before it's too late. Now take a moment to review the 3 hidden dangers in your bathing routine that could quietly raise your risk of stroke after 60. Risky head and neck movements that reduce blood flow to your brain, dehydration before or after bathing, and sudden drops in blood pressure from hot showers. These might seem like simple, everyday habits, but each one can disrupt circulation, strain your heart, and interfere with how your brain receives oxygen. And as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to temperature shifts, hydration levels, and posture, especially in the steamy, slippery environment of the bathroom. Studies from the Journal of Geriatric Cardiology and other leading medical sources show that morning routines involving heat, sudden movement, or dehydration can significantly increase the risk of stroke in older adults. But the good news is, once you recognize these dangers, you can make small changes that protect your brain without giving up the routines you enjoy. If this video helped you notice something you've been doing without thinking, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Golden Aging Health for more science-backed advice tailored to seniors. And don't keep this to yourself. Share it with a friend, a caregiver, or a loved one. One quick conversation could prevent a life-changing stroke. You can also dive into our playlist, Stroke and Heart Attack, where we cover more hidden risks, early warning signs, and simple steps for prevention. Your daily habits matter. Start protecting your health today, one smart change at a time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.